Assalamu Alaikum, dear viewers. Today on Profound Deen, we're uncovering a shocking and often hidden reality, the secret objects witches and magicians may place inside your home to harm you, disturb your peace, and weaken your spiritual protection. Many people overlook these signs, not realizing how subtle and dangerous they can be. In this video, we'll reveal the 5 most common items used in sihr, why they're placed in your home, and how Islam guides us to stay safe. Watch closely. What you learn today could protect you and your family from unseen harm. Recognizing the signs of black magic objects in a home requires awareness and calm observation. These items are never left in plain sight. They are usually hidden in corners, behind furniture, or near entry points where people rarely look. One of the first signs is discovering an object that clearly does not belong in your home, something unfamiliar, out of place, or deliberately concealed. Such items may appear old, dirty, or crafted in an unusual way, suggesting purposeful placement rather than accidental presence. Another sign is finding materials that seem intentionally arranged, such as tightly wrapped items, bundles, or objects placed where normal household activity wouldn't disturb them. Often these objects are positioned near doorways, windows, under carpets, or in storage areas because these locations symbolize entry, movement, or protection in spiritual practices. These subtle signs help a person understand that the object was intentionally placed, not accidentally dropped or overlooked. Magicians often rely on specific physical items because they can hold charms, intentions, or invoked energies. One of the most commonly used objects is knotted thread or string, often tied in multiple knots. These knots symbolize binding a person's health, peace, or relationships, and they are usually tucked into hidden corners or outdoor areas. Another object frequently used is mysterious powder. These powders may appear as colored dust, ash, or crushed substances placed in pathways or near walls. They are meant to create disturbance when stepped on or inhaled. Witches may also use hair, nails, or small personal traces wrapped in cloth to create a link to the targeted individual. Alongside these, papers with strange symbols or shapes can appear, often containing coded scripts. Finally, small crafted items like dolls, tied bundles, or needles are used to direct emotional or physical harm. Each item serves a specific intention in harmful spiritual practices. In harmful spiritual practices, every object is chosen with a specific purpose that goes beyond its physical form. Magicians believe that certain materials can carry intentions, allowing them to influence a person's emotions, health, or routine. These objects act as channels through which negative energy is directed toward the victim. For example, items containing personal traces, like hair or nails, are used to create a symbolic connection, allowing the practitioner to target an individual without direct contact. Other objects, such as powders or symbolic writings, are meant to disrupt the environment by creating uneasiness, confusion, or unexplained tension among family members. Some items are specifically crafted to affect the mind, encouraging fear, anxiety, or recurring negative thoughts. The goal behind placing these objects is often to weaken a person's spiritual state. When someone becomes emotionally disturbed, frightened, or constantly unsettled, they become more vulnerable, making the harmful intention more effective. Islam encourages believers to stay spiritually aware so they can recognize anything unusual within their environment. This awareness begins with maintaining a clean, organized, and spiritually active home where Quranic recitation is a regular practice. When a person remains connected to Allah, they are more likely to notice subtle disturbances or strange items that do not align with the normal atmosphere of the home. Another aspect of Islamic guidance is understanding that suspicious objects should never create panic. Instead, Muslims are taught to approach such situations with trust in Allah and a calm heart. Awareness also includes identifying when certain areas of the house feel unusually heavy or uncomfortable, as this may encourage a closer look. Islamic teachings emphasize observing surroundings with wisdom, paying attention to hidden corners, storage spaces, and entry points, not out of fear, but as a responsible measure to protect one's home and maintain a spiritually healthy environment. When a suspicious object is discovered, the first step is to remain composed and avoid handling it directly. Using bare hands can transfer residue or unintentionally activate whatever intention was placed within it. Instead, it is safer to use a tool such as a stick, gloves, or a plastic bag to pick it up without physical contact. This prevents any interaction with the material and keeps you protected. It is also important to take the item away from the living areas of the home before disposing of it. Placing it in a sealed bag reduces further exposure. Some people choose to bury it in an isolated spot, while others prefer to burn it. Both methods help ensure it can no longer affect the household. During this process, maintaining a steady and focused mindset is essential. Acting patiently and methodically allows the object to be removed safely without spreading fear or confusion within the home. Islam provides powerful spiritual protections that strengthen a person internally and safeguard the home from unseen harm. One of the strongest shields is regular recitation of specific Quranic verses that Allah Himself taught for protection. Surah Falaq guards against all forms of external evil, while Surah Naas protects the heart and mind from whispers and hidden influences. Together, these two surahs create a complete spiritual barrier around the believer. In addition, Ayat-ul-Kursi is known for its unique strength in repelling harm and preventing negative forces from entering the home. Reciting it after every prayer, and before sleeping, keeps a person under divine protection at all times. Many scholars also recommend consistent morning and evening adhkar, as they create a shield that remains with a person throughout the day. These practices are not rituals, they are gifts from Allah, providing real spiritual safety through sincere belief and remembrance. When encountering any suspicious object, Islam teaches believers to act with caution and composure rather than fear. One essential guideline is to avoid making direct physical contact. This prevents accidental exposure to materials that may be spiritually charged or unhygienic. Keeping a safe distance also allows you to observe the item more clearly before taking further steps. Remaining calm is equally important. Fear can cloud judgment, cause unnecessary panic in the household, and strengthen negative thoughts. A steady mindset helps you assess the situation with clarity and ensures that any response is thoughtful rather than emotional. This practical approach reflects the Islamic principle of handling unusual situations with wisdom and restraint. Additionally, staying calm reinforces reliance on Allah. When a person avoids panic, they naturally turn to remembrance, prayer, and trust. This mindset protects both the heart and the home, ensuring the situation is addressed carefully and without unnecessary distress. Alhamdulillah, now you know the 5 hidden objects witches may place in your home and how to protect yourself through Islamic guidance. Always remember, trust in Allah and recite His words for safety and peace. May Allah protect your home, family, and heart from all harm and grant you serenity. If this video benefited you, share it, subscribe to Profound Deen, and comment below with your own positive prayer for protection. Stay aware, stay protected, and keep your faith strong.